And we're back, guys. Time to get you caught up on Merida, Mexico. Good energy in the building. And I give you the rundown on tennis coverage every day. We're going to start things off with Nuria Diaz taking on Ann Lee. Nuria Diaz has never beat Ann Lee in the previous two meetings. Ann Lee has come away victorious. Now, listen, Nuria Diaz, the 8th seed in this tournament, ladies and gentlemen. But Ann Lee, like I said, has rockets. She's going to have the strength advantage in this matchup, and she wants to drop bombs from the baseline. And sure enough, ladies and gentlemen, despite the double fault mirage of just mistakes, she was able to come through with the victory here, getting about 65% of her first serves won while losing still 46% of her second serve. It was enough to get the job done as she was 6 for 9 on breakpoint opportunities, and the seeded Nuria Diaz is out. But let me get you guys caught up before we head to the next match between Coco's bestie. Let's get caught up with the seeding, okay? The number 1 seed, Renata Zarazoa, we all know, literally the first Mexican to win a main tour title. She's the top seed coming off of that championship in Tyler where she took out future American prospect Jovic. Listen, Coco said, we were all disappointed by Jokic exit at this past U.S. Open in terms of juniors, but we're watching her closely because she can ball. The number 2 seed, Nadia Podoroska, the 3 seed, Isla Tomjanovic, we're going to get to her in a minute. The 4 seed, Julia Niemeyer, coming off of a huge upset. The 5th seed, Anna Blinkova, who lost to Tampico against Stakuzic, who is in this tournament. Yeah, this is going to be a good tournament, guys. Carly, the 6th seed, the 7th seed, Tatiana Maria, who is also eliminated. We got 2 seeds out, but let's pick up here with Robin Montgomery, Coco's bestie, Junior Slam champ at the U.S. Open. I hope she has a ton of sponsors, but she's big time. But if you listen to yesterday's prediction video, guys, 90% on predictions? I only missed 1 out of the 7 or 8. But I gave you a hint. I said, look, you might want to take Elsa Jacquemont, bonjour, comme allez-vous, in this match because, listen, guys, I don't think Robin's healthy. I watched her in Tampico. She did not look healthy. Now, she would lose to Stakuzic, who would go on to win that tournament. Robin was up a break. She could have won that second set 6-3. But when it all falls down, ladies and gentlemen, she would end up losing in the second set, straight set defeat. She lost in a tiebreak. And listen, she would go to another tiebreak, a 3rd set tiebreak today with Elsa. And I just felt if Robin beats Stakuzic, that entire tournament has a different outcome. And I think Robin could possibly win. Now, in terms of Elsa Jacquemont, she's from France. She's a giant, ladies and gentlemen. I've met her. She's tall. She has that Elena Rybakina vibe. I feel if she can continue to work on her game, I like what I see out of her. She's got a big time racket. She's got a big, powerful serve. She loves the baseline. She's young enough and thin enough and fit enough to cover the short balls. I like what I see out of her, ladies and gentlemen. And listen, despite the 9 double faults, she had 5 aces. She's ranked 146 on the World Tour. Robin's ranked 107. We might see Robin in the Australian Open main draw. We're going to talk about Alycia Parks in a minute. But Robin Montgomery, we all know she's good friends with Coco. Is she doing her own Coco impersonation here? 14 double faults. She gave this match away. She did not have any double faults in the 3rd set until the tiebreak when she was up 3-love. And she would blow a 3-love lead in the tiebreak. Now, Elsa, after losing the first point on serve in the tiebreak, she would double fault twice. And she just seemed like she lost all her confidence early on in that 3rd set tiebreak. But Robin would double fault and double fault. And look, she gave this match away on a silver platter. And this here, Elsa, she was like, look, are you ready? I don't know who she was talking to. It was the ball kid. I know she wasn't talking to Robin, but Robin is a good competitor. She's a solid player. I just felt this would be a tough match for her because watching her in Tampico, she did not look healthy. And listen, after losing 70% of her second serves, I hope she gets some rest and comes back strong. Tatiana Maria, the 7th seed, guys. Listen, this was a tough match here, in my opinion, taking on Stojanovic, who is ranked 560th. But listen, I think, look, there was a recent study done in terms of top tennis players. And really, they found there's really no difference in skill from the top seed to the 20th seed. What makes or breaks players in terms of winning tournaments and big matches really comes down to confidence. And I say this all the time, positive reinforcement is very important when you're a tennis coach. You have to assure your player that they have what it takes, they can do it, that what you practice, that they're capable of producing anytime on the court. And it's all about confidence. And then this matchup, ladies and gentlemen, I think Tatiana Maria lost her confidence. The world's ranked 98th, 2 double faults in this match, but Stojanovic would go 5 for 9 on breakpoint opportunities in what was rather a very messy match. Did you see her yelling at the ball kid, "Hola, get my towel"? Now, look, the towel was literally like 2 feet away from her. That was kind of weird. It seemed like a weird exchange because she had to call the ball kid over to grab her towel when it was right next to her. Very weird. I thought she might have been in pain or something, but the way she played, she clearly wasn't injured. But nonetheless, a very sloppy match. And Tatiana Maria does that, guys. She's going to make you play disciplined tennis. She's going to literally return defensive slices, one-handed backhands, and she's going to make you stay in the rally until you make a mistake. But unfortunately here, Stojanovic in that right cross court got winners all day long. Now, we want to talk about big game Alycia Parks in the building. Listen, guys, taking on Alina Korneeva, and I talked about the future of Russian tennis. Right now is possibly, maybe a year ago was Merida, but I think the right now of Russian tennis, 2 ladies on my top 10 prospect list, Diana Snyder and Alina Korneeva, big-time tennis player. She's a 2-time junior Grand Slam champ. We saw her defeat Merida at the Australian Open, and we saw her win the French Open singles title as well, 2-time single champion, but she also was in the doubles slam competition. That's right. She had a chance to win the singles and the doubles title at the French Open this past year, but she would lose to fellow American Claire V. Now, she partnered up with Sarah Saeto. That's someone I've been talking about as well. Very solid player. Watch out for her. She's going to be very good from Japan, right? Now, listen, in terms of Claire V, she's a multiple junior slam champion. Watch out for her. She's playing a lot of tennis on the ITF circuit. I think she's going to break through as well, much like Robin Montgomery, much like Haley Baptiste. But let's talk about Alycia Parks. Listen, guys, she's ranked 107. So I think just making that cutoff point, we should see her with a spot in the Australian Open. So that's going to be her opportunity to really, if she can make it to the second round again, or the third round again, she'll pick up some points. But the reality here is, I think right now for Alycia Parks, she's got to really maybe focus on how she wants to play. I know she's had several coaches. I think it all starts with the serve, but she's got to be able to dial it down, tone it down a bit if it's not there. And the reason why is this match here, she had 11 double faults. And whenever she got her first serves in play, by the way, it was only 50%. She would win 61% of her first serves. Whenever she got them in play, Korneeva had no chance to return these shots. Now, Korneeva is a young Russian prospect. I think she's the future of Russian tennis, but she's a 2-time junior slam champion. I gave you a hint in the prediction video, said she's a really good shot maker. She hasn't transitioned to the main tour as quickly as Mira, but I think that's her coaches taking the extra caution and care to develop her properly, because if you ask me, I think she's going to be a future slam winner. She's a very solid shot maker. And here's how she defeated Alycia Parks. She literally just got balls back. She put the decision-making on Alycia Parks, and Alycia Parks made a lot of mistakes. I mean, just look at the returning ability in this match here. Alycia Parks' first serve returned 1, 2 out of 19. Her second serve returned 1, 6 out of 22. Korneeva just made shots. It's as simple as that. Alycia Parks did not have a single breakpoint opportunity against Alina Korneeva. Unreal. And Korneeva, listen, if Alina Korneeva played Coco, I don't think she would win a service game, right? So, but again, when Alycia Parks played Coco, she struggled as well. So we kind of see the levels to this. But here's the thing with Alycia Parks. Alycia Parks has a lot of power. My personal opinion, if I were coaching Alycia Parks, I would probably shut things down. I would focus on France, the indoor competition, so she can get ready and make sure she's in shape for the Australian Open. But I would definitely focus on long rally exchanges to where you're playing. And I talked about this previously. When Alycia Parks is playing this top tier competition, they know how to absorb her power. They know how to redirect to extend the rallies. Alycia Parks, she's got to find her playing style, because I feel sometimes she's like Sabalenka, that +1, that +2, opponents can't return it. It all starts with the serve. If her serve is going well, but when she plays these tougher opponents, I feel she's still playing that aggressive style when she needs to start maybe slow down some of these rallies, redirect pace, use a lot more top spin, and build and construct the point. In terms of players that play these long rallies like Dasha, they literally use a lot of top spin, patience, and discipline, because it's like no matter what sport. Take a look at basketball. If your shot's not there, which would be their serve in this case, you have to be able to use situational leadership. And I feel to Alycia Parks, I would love to see her go down the T when necessary, jam the opponent's hip or body when it's necessary, go out wide when necessary. And it seems a lot of her serves are just right down the line, to where sometimes when she's faulting or netting, it's just like a not, there's no plan B sometimes, I think. But Alycia Parks is too skilled. She's too athletic. I would love to see her just continue to work and improve, get back in the gym, because this makes her a second losing season in a row. She's 24-28. Last year, she was 22-28. But then again, this also brings up another really, really good discussion. Is it really about wins and losses, or it's just about being able to produce points in the big tournaments and the big stages? Because she's still ranked 107th. Right? So at the end of the day, Alycia Parks is a very big talent. She has a lot of athletic ability, but we have to be able to put this together, because I think this was a winnable match here against Korneeva. I mean, we've seen Alycia Parks defeat Caroline Garcia. We've seen her defeat Victoria Azarenka, right? We've seen her literally give Ons and Queenwin a run for the money. So Alycia Parks is a big talent, but we want to see her start to put it together, because 2 losing seasons in a row, it's very tough with someone of that caliber and high quality skill. Now, I want to take a look at Iga Swiatek's bestie. That's right, guys. Chwalinska, Maja. Now, listen, allegedly, right? We all know Iga said Yuvan is her bestie, but look, I follow Chwalinska. I think she's great with doubles. I think she's got a short center of gravity. She's very fast. I love to see her move around the court. But taking on Rebecca Marino, I told you guys, she's got a little bit too much power here. And this was kind of sad to see Chwalinska, who has played well this week, just kind of have no answer for the power of Rebecca Marino. Rebecca's ranked 114th. We might see her in the Australian Open draw, depending on when her points last drop, but I do think she's good for the cutoff point. 4 aces in this match. She won 67% of her first serves. That kick serve, very powerful. She talked about retiring. I think she's got an opportunity to go deep in this draw. Her power is going to carry her. And I also want to take a look at Jill Teichmann, former top 20 player. I guess technically not, right? She was ranked 21st, but she's got a couple main tour championships. We saw her win Palermo. We saw her win the Live Prague Sport Open in the Czech Republic. I'm a fan of Jill Teichmann, crafty lefty. She's very athletic, but again, as players start to age, that athletic ability slows down. Jill Teichmann has put on weight. She's not as fast as she used to be. She used to be in my top 5 athletic, most explosive players. Definitely not now, as she's ranked 153rd. She's going to have to qualify for the Australian Open. But a match against Tinkanova, who's been playing well, 8 double faults. Tinkanova really, really gave Jill Teichmann just a gift here as she takes this match in straight sets. But I want to talk about Ajla Tomljanovic. Listen, guys, she's the 3rd seed in this tournament. She's been as high as ranked 32nd. She'll be in the Australian Open. She won't need a wild card this year because she's ranked 85th on the World Tour. And taking on Look, Elizabeth Manlick, who's a qualifier. Elizabeth will also be in the Australian Open. She's ranked 97th. I'm sorry. She's been as high as 97th, but she's going to have to qualify. She's ranked 177th. Now, Elizabeth Manlick, I talked about how this is going to be a tough match for her because even though she was up a break early, and this is just a bad matchup because Isla Tomljanovic she's too powerful. She has too deep of a ball for Elizabeth Manlick to find herself in these rallies. And I said Isla's going to start slow. Sure enough, she did. But she would end up breaking back, forcing a first set tiebreak. I say it all the time. Isla's a walking over. She got the first set tiebreak victory. And then the second set was all downhill from there. Listen, guys, I want you to put some respect on Isla's name. I think she has a chance to win this tournament. We saw her defeat Renata Zarazova last year in, what was that, a semifinal clay match in Brazil, where Isla would go on to win that match, starting her comeback. I don't see anyone here that can really beat Isla. So Isla's the third seed. If there's a future for her to win this tournament, I think Isla should win this tournament, to be honest with you. I think it's her power. I don't think Renata's going to be able to stop her. I don't think Nadia's going to have the stamina or power to stop her. Drula Niemeyer has variety, but she hasn't looked good lately. Anna Blinkova, I just don't think she has it after losing to Stakuz, a match she should have won. Carly, I don't think Isla should lose this tournament. I think Isla should win this tournament, guys. Tennis in a minute. I'll keep you covered, Tampico. Yes, there's other tournaments in China, but I'm very interested in Tampico. I like the draw. I know the players. Look, I know all the players, but show some love, like the video. What do you guys think about Alycia Parks? Second straight losing season. What does she need to do to get it back on track? Should she call Rick Macy? Guys, go back. I mean, what do you think? She's got the talent. But I don't know. Is it just confidence? It could just be confidence because I think playing someone like Korneeva, that was a winnable match. Yes, Korneeva's good. She's big time. But Alycia Parks is also big time. She's out. Tennis in a minute. We'll be back.